This is Leonel Estrada de San Antonio. I made like 3 videos in the past. They're real good. And these 3 videos that I made is just to put information so you can not believe me. I don't want you to believe me. I want you to get this information, take it, research it on the internet and figure it out if it's true, or by books or whatever, and just figure out if it's true or not. Then you roll with it. You know, because we have a tyrannical government right now, just removing our liberties. They sometimes they literally say brainwash. They're trying to brainwash you that to remove your gun rights is good, going to more war is good, raising your taxes is good, the BLM taking your land and they tax the shit out of you is good. Giving your removing your gun rights and giving it to the ISIS organization, or the cartels under the Fast and Furious operation, or Operation Wide Receiver. Eric Holder had resigned from his post. He was a criminal, basically. He was a mafia guy running criminal organization. Ron Paul from Congress, former congressman of Texas, Ron Paul even says it is a real false flag operation. He was a real motherfucker. Was basically selling guns to gangs, or giving guns to gangs in Mexico. But I walk around with a gun. Leo is the bad guy. Leo walks around the neighborhood with this plate carrier. Old ladies, old people, not even old ladies, not even like these foreign people. They're not even from here. Some people are from here. They call the police. I'm not trying to demonize foreign people or other races or none of that. I'm not supporter of dividing people, because that's when the government comes in and say, well, y'all people can't get along. We're going to remove your liberties and apply our security. It's not real security. It's just keeping you as a prison. That's what they done back in the day. Now they're doing it to every race. Before they used to only do it to the colors. Now they're trying to segregate everybody. That's how they control and conquer. Divide people, remove their liberties, apply their security. Now, on the other hand, let's go back to this. I walk around with this, a plate carrier, or my pistol on the side. Somehow, some lady gets scared and they call the police, or some male calls the police. Why do they call the fucking police on you? I ain't hurting you. I ain't hurting your family, your dog. I ain't even in your property. I'm not in your property. I've been in my neighborhood for 25 years. Minus 4 months, because I was somewhere else. This is my neighborhood. You know? This is my neighborhood. This is my block. This is my neighborhood. It just gets me really agitated how they can just say, you shouldn't be here. I don't care how long you've been here, or you've been, and call police on you, or call the police on you. Mind your own business. I'm not harming you. This is my right to have to do that. But there's a lot of senior citizens have guns, and they support having their own guns, their own protection. It's cool. You have a government that's just removing your liberties away and trying to brainwash and say we're the big government, this is okay. You know, be dependent on the government. That's a good thing. You know, put a lot of regulations on the private sector so the businesses can't, or tax the shit out of the businesses. They can't stay here, they go to other countries because they have lower regulations and lower taxes on the companies of working in that country. So that's why you see a lot of countries, a lot of companies leaving, except Texas. Texas has lower regulations and taxes on the companies. So in California, all the companies are leaving there. You know, they can't afford being in it. Or anyways, the government supports taxing the shit out of the federal government, and all the states too support taxing the shit out of the companies, making it harder for the companies, so they leave. And the government's saying, well, we can make jobs for you. You depend on us. Welfare state, food stamp state, whatever. Depend on us. This is my independence view. It's a conservative view, but I'll show you. I'll tell you. Most people know what I'm talking about. Lower regulations for the private sector. Companies could stay here. You get hired by the companies. You get welfare, not welfare. I'm sorry. You get paid every check, and then you get health care. You get all the benefits from that company for working for that company. You know, instead of getting welfare, food stamps from the government, making you dependent on the government. You don't want to be dependent on the government. You know, it's terrible. You want to be independent. Everybody, well, most people want to be independent. And that's how you get free, good health care, you know, by the companies, by working for it. I don't believe on this government takeover of your lives and telling you should get health care, or now there's going to be a fine, or the next one will be $1,000, somewhere around 1,000, and you go to jail too if you don't pay. I think that's terrible. So I don't know. I'm talking about the Obamacare they have. I don't know if they lower those regulations already. I mean on the penalties. They're known as penalties. Well, now they're calling it a tax now. They went to the Supreme Court and they said we're gonna change the name of penalties to tax. It's gonna be a tax. It's not gonna be a penalty. It's a penalty. If I don't pay up, there's gonna be bigger fines. They're calling it a tax. It's like a police officer stops me for jaywalking or not having a seatbelt, not using the or texting or calling a phone or feeding the homeless or something. They're gonna give me a penalty for it. It's fucked up for doing it. It's just your liberties being taken away, and then they're gonna be penalties. They're gonna be penalties. I have to pay money, fines. But it's like the government saying, well, it's gonna be called taxes now. They're trying to brainwash you to say it's okay. You know, like the last video I was talking about the ISIS thing. Not many people know about it. You know, that's unfortunate. A lot of people should understand what the ISIS organization, the Islamic State. It's a real militia. It's real strong. They're across the fucking Arabic world. They're fucking killing, beheading, stabbing kids. I've seen images of them hanging kids, carrying kids in some desert area. I don't know if they're gonna bury them or not, or just let them there to rot. It's fucking terrible. You got a government that supports that. You know, it's fucked up. It's really messed up. And now people need to research. Just Google, you know, just Google it and shit. Islamic State IS. It's not that hard. It's not YouTube or whatever, you know. It's that bad. So that's why I come in supporting militant militias to support it. This San Antonio, Texas, they got this when I was in Wyoming, it was easy. Like that, you can get 4 or 5 motherfuckers like that. Over here, it's just gangs and thugs mentality. Like, come on, thugs and there's a lot of manipulation in the media. It's probably hip hop in the radio stations. It could be in the TV. Who knows? But they're just trying to suppress the people of the neighborhood. It ain't right. These people are coming out like Illuminatis now. I think it was a lot of people. French Montana saying he came out with some European news in the radio saying that he would love to join the Illuminati. You get his whole family joining in the Illuminati. Hopefully there's a family plan. That's what he says. Like, come on. Like it's terrible. You got other. If you don't believe me, just look it up. On your own little idol celebrity. He could be. I'm not saying he is Illuminati. I'm not gonna get into that stuff. But there's a lot of people want to see this view to be Illuminati. That's just creepy. Because if you know about it, it's a devil worship organization that helps rich people, and I don't know that much about it. I don't like to get into it. A lot of people think that's cool now. Why is it cool? If you're colored, and you want to join Illuminati, you're a fucking joke, man. Like, come on. Do you think that If there's a real Illuminati organization, you think you'd be accepted in there? You're fucking colored. Come on, man. And there's a lot of colored motherfuckers, brown, Mexican, whatever. Brown, black, or Asian, whatever. They're trying to embrace it. They think it's cool. Rick Ross, the fat one, the rapper, Rozzy, whatever his name. He's a fucking fake. Just look up Freeway Rick Ross. He's a real one. And the fat Rick Ross is a prison guard, just fooling everybody. He doesn't talk about the consequences of doing these type of things, like selling drugs. Like, he never even sold drugs, and this fool's acting like he's a survivor of the establishment in the ghettos. Like, come on, you're a joke. You're a fucking joke. Eat your fucking burger. Fucking panzona ass motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? A lot of fakes out there. So be careful what you hear. They could brainwash you, you know. You're wearing fucking that pentagram in your head or something. You'll be going to work with the pentagram. You'll be a joke if you. Well, I don't know. I don't like to get into that bullshit, but yeah, just what it is, and support the militias in your state, because the government's going crazy. And thank you very much for watching my videos. Leonel Estrada de San Antonio.